So it's already 16:05 and will not wait further. People who are going to join, they will join in between the session. A very warm welcome and good evening for today's session to learn about the audit and user control in Tally ERP9. Today is a wonderful and auspicious day because festive days are going to start from today. Navratri is going to start from today. So today is the first day and we are blessed that we are connecting together and going to learn something new. The objective of this particular series is going to share the knowledge among us. We all are professionals and having some or other knowledge related to technology, related to ERP and Tally. So as a culture, we are going to share this knowledge among the group. We are going to connect frequently, either weekly or bi-monthly, whichever the best possible, the frequency. We'll also take care of each other's privacy and preferences. And doing these sessions and connecting to learn the things, we always keep positive mindset. It is very important to learn and to do any action in your life. So we'll take care of that. We all are doing the things with the positive mindset and help each other also to be positive. And I hope in the situation of COVID, we are going to be came out very soon and quickly. Things are improving. Do take care of yourself. So to start with today's session, we are going to learn about the audit and the user control. So many of us believe that Tally is a very flexible application. It is a well-known accounting application, ERP application, where user can make changes, can make any kind of deletion, alteration of the data anytime. So one of the way it is a good thing for users where they can do changes frequently and quickly in the situation of the ground reality and the complexity. But on the other hand, where the number of users are more, business आपका बड़ा है, and multiple users are operating Tally, they are doing activities for multiple department. And as a senior, as a manager, you wish to learn, you want to control the things doing by the team, like who are doing what. You want to allow some features to few users and you want to disallow some things to other features. So such kind of things can be done with Tally. So we are going to learn the entire process today. I hope I am you are audible. I am audible to you all, and the screen is also visible. If any of you can put on chat box and confirm that if you can see my presentation. Currently, I am on audit and user control. So any of you can put on chat that if you are able to see my screen and as well as you can hear my voice loud and clear. Let me try to unmute you all so that you can speak as well. So I did unmute you all. If any of you want to confirm me, you can unmute yourself and you can speak. If any of you can confirm. Sumit ji, can you confirm? You able to hear me? You can see my screen, the presentation, audit and user control.
Yes, sir, confirm.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Right. So moving ahead, if you look to the audit feature, what all settings we need to do in Tally, what all configuration we need to do in Tally, we're going to learn about these features one by one. The first and foremost thing is once you have to enable the audit feature, the security control in your Tally company. If it is not, we are going to cover this all these topics hands-on with Tally. Then you need to define the number of users. So if you have multiple users in your organization, definitely you need to define them. Also, you need to give access rights. So which user can do what and which user is not allowed to do which activity, that can be defined through the access rights in Tally. So it has a rich set of rights can be given to there. Then we'll look about how to audit. So this entire process is a defined process where you need to follow the audit thing. Otherwise, the purpose will be defeated because you want to analyze the user activities here. So we'll also see how to do the audit process. And the last thing we are going to look is about the analysis user working log. So once user will do the transactions, they do their activity, they make transaction, they alter the transaction, they delete the transaction, you can see the entire log that who has done what. So that will also help you. So let's move to the Tally. I will change my screen so that we can learn hands-on practical on the Tally. So this is now we are on Tally. I hope all you can see this on the screen. Thank you for your confirmation. So let's see. This is the sample company which I have created, multi-user company. And to enable the feature, you need to go to company information where you need to alter this company. And here you can set up the security rights. So you need to enable the security control, give the administrator name and password you need to set, and remember to turn on the Tally audit feature as yes. So once you enable this, then your data will be ready to do the audit process. So once you did this, the next step is to define the users. So to define users, same process. You need to go to company info and then you will got security control. And here you can define multi users, like for the level of data entry, you can define manager, you can give its password. Let's say if it's a user, then you can define the Ashok, the name of the data entry user, the password, and similarly you can have multiple users. The list of security list is given by Tally as a default, but if you wish to create new security rights, then you can go to types of security, which is just below the users and password. And here you can define the new user security level. So which can be defined as per the options given here, what you want to disallow or what you want to exactly allow to the users. And once you set it up, then you can select this level while defining the users and password. So let's see the impact. So right now I have been logged in with the admin user. Let me shut this company and select it again with the user of manager. So you can see that while making any transaction, so let me try to make one transaction here as a manager. If I make one transaction, I can save the detail, I can create because rights has been given to me. And also if I go to list of transactions, I can enter the transaction and I can make the changes, alter, delete, anything. But if you look at to the previous transactions which belongs to later date, if you press enter, user will not be allowed to access because the level of security rights we have set it up accordingly. So for today only he is allowed to do. So similar way we can define the different level of users rights. And for the purpose of audit, as an admin, every day I need to audit the transaction entered by my manager and users. So let me log in with admin. I will go to display, statement of account. Then there is an option called tally audit. I can go to users and I would be see that manager has make one transaction. So in a day, if all users are making some transaction, I would be able to see the list, and here I can see the details, so how many transactions user has entered, and I can audit it by using the except one, and if there are multiple I can use except all. So if I click except one, that means audit has been done. So as a process, every day morning I will log in as an admin, uh, as a senior person, and I will do audit for all my team's transactions. Once it is done, and let's say if manager will be working and he will do some changes to that transaction. So let's say the transaction he made, he just make some changes to that. So let's say 240 had altered the transactions, and done. So the next day when I will be doing the audit, how I will be able to identify the transaction. So it will show me that this transaction has been altered by manager. So I can see the detail that it has been entered by manager and also altered by manager on this particular date. So I would be able to ask him that why you have altered this, what could be the reason. And once I got the satisfactory answer, then I would be able to accept this once. Similarly, if user delete the transaction, then I would be able to see the same level of information in my report, whether it is altered or deleted. And once I would be able to get on a daily basis analysis, user would be will be taking care of their data entry appropriately. And this is the way where we can apply the policy of multi-user audit and their processes, and you can analyze also the activity of each and every users. Any question you have right now which you want me to answer?
Yes, I have written 2-3 questions on the chat window also.
Okay. Chat I'm not able to see, but for questions I'll try to check.
My one question is how to restrict user to backup data.
Okay.
And another question is Tally does not store what things are altered by a user.
Right. So by defining the rights, we can do that. So let me show you. If so, currently screen is available to you, right?
Yeah, and now I am able to see.
All right. So if you look at to this, there is an option called security control, and here under the types of security, for any type of level of security, you can select and set up in the rights if it is available to disallow. So if we go down into the last point and we'll select full access and no. So backup and restore is not available in Tally to disallow.
Okay.
So that can be done by anybody. So this is not the part of security level. It will not cover into that.
Okay.
However, if you have already set up any user restriction, if he takes the backup and try to restore, he would not be able to open that.
Yeah. but in case of customized TDL, he can see by working on some other system where no local TDLs are present.
Right.
That's the
So
problem.
if there are chances of hacking and you are pretty much serious about the security, then you must set up the vault, televault password. That would not be hackable. Any TDL
And
cannot
that
access it.
then in that case, the user cannot take a backup.
No, you can take backup. You
No,
can.
the user with whom I have shared the data, shared the tally. I have created the user for. In that case, also, I think he will be able to take the backup and restore on some other system.
You can take backup. You can restore on other system. Even you can copy the folder as it is and you can paste on the other system. But you cannot open the data because that is highly secure. Even with TDL
But,
customization or hacking,
but,
you won't be able to open that.
but the other user have access to the same. Uh, uh, then what?
So you mean to say if other user knows the password of Televault,
Yes.
then nobody can do anything, sir.
Okay.
Because if you share your PIN, your credit card PIN to me, then I would be.
No. I just want to allow him the data entry do not take any backup, and user is not allowed to take any backup.
All right. So for that case, you need to have a televault, and before allowing him to open the company, you need to open with the televault, and then he would be able to do the data entry. That is possible.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And another question is Tally does not store what things are altered.
You mean to say transaction history?
Yeah, transaction history. Let's suppose the manager has entered the receipt in the account of Ram, and let's say on another day he has altered the entry to altered the entry and shown as amount received from Sham. Then will Tally capture that thing?
No. So right now, Tally does not capture the history of transactions or alteration. The last action would be able to see through the audit process, which I wish
Okay.
to show you today in today's session. So whatever last action had happened, that would be available. But what changes has been done, that would not be stored.
Okay.
So anybody else any question or want to share something? Right. So I guess more or less there are no doubts till now. So we'll be arranging one more session in the coming week on this particular topic so that you would be able to learn in detail. We'll keep timing for an hour itself so that we'll discuss and learn the entire thing in detail, step by step. And thank you very much for giving your time and listening me patiently.